They say pick anything that you love to do and get someone to pay you for it. What about when passion comes to life? Does education have anything to do with it? This is Career Avenue. I am your host, Nancy Nalime, and on today's show, we'll be talking to Ayub Komora, who studied environmental science, but is now a musician. Let's get to find out where education meets career.
Da 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 da. CBC, unani bamba CBC, CBC, unani bamba CBC.
Welcome so much to the program.
Thank you so much.
Tell us, who is Komora?
Well, Komora is so many things. I'm an artist, first of all, a musician, and I'm also an educationist. So I instruct music. So I'm all that.
And how did you become a musician? Tell us about that whole history, from your education. Yeah.
I come from a small village called Riabai in Kiambu County, and I went to Chifundi Primary School. And then from there, I went to St. Paul's Seminary. It's a Catholic high school. Now, that's where now I got my musicality. Like, or just let's say it came out strongly there, because there was a lot of singing, choir.
That is the one in Keserian?
No, one in Nyeri County. You know Nyeri? Next to Nyeri High. Yeah, Apple. So we used to do a lot of music there, singing. So I studied music as a subject in high school, Form 1 and Form 2. Then I dropped it. Yeah. Then I proceeded, I passed my KCSE, of course. Then I went to Pond University, where I pursued a bachelor's in environmental science.
Environmental science.
Yes.
And now you are a musician.
Yeah.
So there's definitely, they look like they're very far from each other. So how did you get to do environmental science and then turn out to be a musician?
You actually be surprised that those two fields are actually very much intertwined. Somehow, music goes with science.
Exactly, you have to explain that.
First of all, music itself is a science itself. There is maths, there is calculations. In science as well, it's also activates part of the brain where actually music actually goes to. Is maths there as well. So I was in college, same time playing my guitar and doing music as a side thing.
So it has always been a passion.
It's always been there with me. I just been doing it for my upkeep in college. I didn't used to ask from my mom for pocket money. After class, I go teach or I go do my gigs. And I grew up with it like that. So people used to know me in campus as a musician more than an environmentalist. Yeah.
Okay, so and your environmental science, you graduated.
Yeah.
And did you practice?
I did not practice it because after graduating, I hunted for a job like anyone else, in other youth in Kenya right now. I tried my best. We applied water, forestry. I tried interviews here and there, but it didn't succeed. Now, being a graduate from university and you're at the village level, you're like, hey, you have to do something about this. You have to show us you have been to school. So that's when I took music seriously now. I joined a first band called, my first band, called Enchant Band. And that's where now my music career took off there. I started getting returns from music now. I actually moved out from home that period, 2016. Yeah. So up to this time, I've been doing music. It's been it's the fifth year now. Yeah.
There are definitely aspects in what you did, the environmental science. Maybe the discipline, being on time.
Yeah.
So all these things, you come and do them. You apply it when you're teaching.
That's right. Like, for example, for music, you have to have exams. And you have to examine people's personalities. You have to examine how they react towards music and how they understand. So going through college in that course I did helped me to be able to balance those things, be able to know how to handle people and how to handle professional field like music. So I guess that path has led me here in some way. Okay. Yeah.
And some people would argue that music is the not so serious career. They'll be like, you did environmental science. Yeah. It looks like it's very, very respectable. You know, it's the science. And then now you're a musician. Some people would say, oh, you wasted yourself. You're kind of a joker.
I'll prove them wrong, actually. I have a school of music right here called Lela. That shows that music is a serious field as well. And people are earning a lot of money. Yeah. People are making it in life so big through music. So I guess it is not a joke, actually. I think anything you put your mind to and make it into a professional field in some way, it will become serious, actually. If make you even for you, if you make this work into a joke, it becomes a joke, right? Yeah, but you're taking it seriously. So I think that doesn't really count if we think like that. I guess music is actually doing very well right now, and many youths are actually employing themselves in music.
And that takes me to my next question. Yes. Is it sustainable?
I'm able to support myself. I'm actually married.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm married.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm sustaining my family with that. Yeah. I have siblings I'm taking to school, to high school. Yeah, I pay fees for my siblings. So if I'm able to do all that by myself, that means it's viable, right? It's working. Like I said, this skill have a good attitude towards it, and educational background also affects you. So I guess it's how you handle, it's how you take yourself, it's how you take the field. Then it will also return to you. I mean, how serious you want to take it, or how the attitude you put into it, it brings returns the same way, I guess. Yeah.
And are you aware of the new curriculum?
Yes,
the
I'm aware
CBC.
Of it. The CBC, yes, it's amazing.
Yeah, and when you were in school, you did the 844 system.
844, yes, wow, 844.
Yeah. How different
well, the CBC,
do you think the CBC is from the 844?
The CBC is quite amazing because it's helping people to identify with what they were, say where they are strong at, where they are talented at. If you're an artist, you go with art. If you're doing science, go with scientific field. If you're doing theater, you go with theater field. So you just specialize and you get better there and become a professional in that field. So I think it's actually what should have been there from the beginning. Yeah. Because most guys get lost in between here. Because the 844 was more of the particular jobs, the more office kind of setting, work. And that's why most people fell off the wagon. So most people became stranded along the way, but I think the CBC has come to solve that issue now, and we are grateful for that, actually.
We are taking a short break here on Career Avenue. When we come back, Komora is going to tell us more about how his education influenced his career choice, his experiences and life struggles that have led him to this place.
The stabber dabber do do.
Welcome back to Career Avenue. This is Komora with me here today, and we're talking about his education. And what he does right now. He is a musician who did environmental science in school.
Yes.
And we're going back to that.
Yes.
We just want to know at what point, throughout your education, music started making sense.
Music, I started it like, let's say it came from right when I was a kid. From primary school, there was music as a lesson, the old 844.
Oh, when it first started.
Then with the 13 subjects, right? And then at class 5, that's when it changed to flashback to 5 subjects, I think. Yeah. Then they cut it off now, off the curriculum. But still, in church, I was singing, I was doing vocals. Even if there was no subject as the lesson in class, I was doing it in church. In the junior choir and the junior youth.
Oh.
Yes, used to sing there. And let's say it was a good background for me to learn how to sing, how to conduct myself as a musician. And then I went on like that. Then I went to high school, St. Paul Seminary. It's a Catholic school where everyone was supposed to sing. We had this day, Saturday, for choir practice for everybody in the school. At 2 p.m. we have to be in the church for vocal training. And you learn all the songs, the hymns, and you sing in voices, tenor, bass, so you used to be trained how to sing. So I guess that also influenced me a lot to learn how to sing as well. And in church, I used to be under the junior youth, okay, the junior youth, and that's why we are just trained to sing in the junior youth, the small choir, like about 10 people singing. There are 2 ladies, 2 just kids. At that time, I was having a sharp voice, like a lady's voice. I was having a tenor 1, and then now I grew up a bit. Went now to primary school, where I found music being taught as a subject. So we learned it there, and up to class 5, the curriculum was changed. So it was dropped as a subject. So we didn't learn it as a theory until now in high school. So from that class 5 to class 8, I was doing in church normally in the choir, yeah, and also at home. My parents, my mom and her sisters, they're musical people. So during these family gatherings, there were some parts you have to sing and have fun.
And Christmas carols.
That's right. So that also influenced me a lot. Then from there, high school happened. So high school, by default, I took up music as a subject. It was in me. It was in me.
Yeah.
Now, I studied it for 2 years, the theory part of it. Hey, I saw that it's a bit tricky, but then I saw that I have a natural thing in me I can do instead of studying it. But either way, I did it anyway, up to Form 2. But now in the high school period, we used to sing as well in the boys' choir, and I used to sing tenor 2 that time. So my voice kind of broke kidogo. So we sang during the festivals, during choir. During church times, during the service. It was a Catholic church, so in every service there was a lot of singing happening. You know how Catholic is like. So there was a lot of singing happening, a lot of it. Even during the music festivals, we were actually the top in Nyeri. Actually, come to festivals, we were unbeatable. Yes, we were actually really, really good. Because Catholic takes music
very
seriously, mostly the vocal kind of singing. And then we went for music festivals. Now, I saw a lady playing guitar and singing at the same time. That really hit me. Like, she was doing it so nicely, so singing and playing at the same time. So it really challenged me, like, how is she doing that at the same time? How do we have her playing and singing at the same time? So that challenged me to pick up an instrument. So I took up the guitar.
So it means all your life you had been singing,
Yes.
but you had not started playing any instrument.
instrument.
So that
Came in.
was the moment.
The moment now it changed my life, and I took up the instrument. That was now in Form 4. Yes. We started learning, 6 guys. And our teacher got transferred before we could actually do more on the guitar. So it was just us and the books by ourselves.
So that was in High school.
High school, that was Form 4.
Okay. So it was not a part of the curriculum
Not really,
because
it wasn't there.
Because you had dropped it.
Music.
You had dropped music as a
Form 2.
subject in Form 2.
Yes.
So it was an extracurricular.
Extracurricular activity. It was just immediately just something inside me.
And then you went to university.
That's right.
Which university, by the way?
I went to Pond University. That's where I also took my music there as well. So actually that's where most of my shaping took place, because the university people are more open-minded. There are these events here and there, and also I had to find means to support myself. In campus, how campus is like, campus you have to have pocket money all the time,
And money from
food,
the parents is never enough.
yes, rent, or for your upkeep. So music also, I took it more seriously. So I taught music as a side thing. I was teaching guitar there, and also doing gigs outside. That's Pond University is at the Kilifi, Kilifi County, Kilifi town. So just Kilifi town. So I used to do a lot of gigs outside that hapo to Tawa hapo. So that's why most of my shaping took place from there now. Then after college, I came out and with my degree, and I graduated actually very well. I had a second upper class, so I was like optimistic to get a job, but I didn't. I applied for so many jobs. I applied everywhere, applied KFS, whatever it was, but I never got a job.
How long did you tarmac?
Well, I tarmacked for like 1 year. Then I got tired of it.
And during this time, music was still
Yes, it was still
a hassle.
It was still a hassle, teaching here and there in charge, 1 student, 2 students. So then we formed a band called Enchant Band, my first band ever. And we started gigging. The first gig was at the Rainbow Resort, Ruiru. So that time I moved out of home because I was getting some cash. So I rented my first single room. I dropped mattress chini. And from there I took off, pole too. Gig here, gig there. And from there I formed other bands. And now I'm playing with 5 bands. Yeah, 5 bands right now. And also, I'm teaching guitar as my main source of income. Yeah, I have a school of music. So basically, that's what I'm doing right now. And so far, it's promising. It's promising. It's working.
And how do you make it work between the 5 bands and teaching?
5 bands.
Teaching the guitar, yes.
Now, I see myself as a very all-rounded guitarist or musician. I'm able to tackle all kinds of genres. So I didn't limit myself to play one genre, because I'm actually self-taught. YouTube, university, and books, and from people. So I didn't limit myself to just to go one way only. So I went all around from rock to jazz to all that. So I play with many bands: jazz band, rock band, Afro fusion band, and so far it's what I'm doing right now. And yeah, it looks good.
That means you have to be a very good manager of your time.
You have to be timely. Wow, you have to be disciplined in time, because practice hours, gig time, the traffic jams, you have to be on time at the gig time, sound checks. You have to be very, very time conscious and very disciplined. But the music is actually a very serious field, and you have to take it seriously. Otherwise, you're gonna mess up. Yes.
Yes. I guess now this is the time to appreciate the bells in high school and the morning prep at exactly 5.
And the hoops.
This is where it all comes together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
As we conclude, what are your future plans?
Future plan.
Where you see yourself in the next few years? What are your ambitions?
So first of all, I will stick with music forever. That's I found my calling and my purpose, because music is where I am able to be myself completely and able to connect with so many people. So my future plans is to infect as many people as possible to uptake music. It's a serious career. It's always been, just that some systems don't work here, but it's actually viable. My plan is to make a big institute where people can come and learn music professionally and be able to perform. So like right now I'm training people to learn how to play guitar and sing, ready for the market actually. I have some guys who are actually playing out there, and that my dream is make it bigger and more effective for guys like me who have music in them, don't know how to go about it, or who are in a different career but they're still musical. They can still come in and do music. It's actually viable. It's doing good, and yeah, it's a career like any other career.
And what can you say about music in Kenya? Just very briefly.
Wow, music in Kenya is dynamic, very dynamic. Hey, it's so much. We have so much here. Just that the visibility of it is kind of a bit tricky. The good music is underground. That's what's affecting us so much. The good stuff is underground. We have jazz, we have rock. Like I'm in a rock band called Rush, and we won the best African rock band. Right? It's sad, right? But we have the best African rock band in Kenya right now for the first time ever in history. Do you see? Means we have something good happening here. So means we have good music that our systems have to uptake that as a challenge to them to give us more visibility to the market and inject to people, because we have a lot we can give as artists in Kenya.
Okay. You're a young person.
Yes,
There are so many young people out there, the youth, who are looking up to you, and also people who want to get into, they're chasing their passion, they're aspiring to have big careers. What can you tell them?
What I can say is just stay focused. Stay focused. Only time tells, only time gives results. You can't just start today and expect results today. You can have to keep on moving. If you pick a particular career, let's say, not like me now, music takes some time to develop. So if you take it up, just stay on it. Learn what to learn. Stay disciplined. Practice, hone your craft. Sometimes opportunities come out and they require you to be ready for them. So I would say that just take it seriously as how you take your biology or chemistry or mathematics. It's a career like any other. So don't stop. But if you have an arena to learn, go learn.
And that is Komora, an environmental scientist turned musician. This is Career Avenue with me, Nancy Nalima. Until next time, bye-bye.
Start with the silence, and now you're standing on my door. I can't believe you're out here, speaking of the days gone. Start with the silence, and now you're standing on my door. I can't believe you're out here, speaking of the days gone. But I should have seen it coming.